In this video, I just wanted to touch a little bit on elements with position absolute and what happens when we put position absolute on the element. What happens actually to the element descendants or element children, descendant elements. So the rule says that element with position absolute establishes a containing block for its descendants. So in this example, it's actually I took it from um, an old article of a list apart, and the link to the article you guys can see in the below the video in the description. But basically, the way this is done is this box, and this box, like the larger green box, it has position absolute. The smaller green box, which inside the larger green box, it's also positioned absolutely. So in this, to create this, only position absolute is used. Okay, but before we go here how it's done, let's just take a look piece by piece what happens in case of position absolute and the descendants. Okay, just one moment. So just to demonstrate how it works in terms of position absolute and the descendants. So here we have the markup of main. Main we gave the position relative with no upsets. So this main it establishes position and context for the div, for this div and for the p. So div is inside main and p is inside div. So div is given position absolute and p also given position absolute. So div with position absolute is actually the it's positioned with respect to the main. So main is a containing block, and main establishes the containing block for this div. Okay, so let's see here what happens. Just gonna that was live server. Okay, this is our main containing block with position relative, and this is the div, the absolutely positioned div. Okay, let's go back. Let's see here. Okay, so div position absolute, top offset is 0, right offset 0. So we gave it width 15 em and the height margin left auto. So just a little difference if we say remove the width. So what's done by margin left auto? Just let's see, just to demonstrate what's done by margin auto margin on the left. So if we remove the width, so we go back. Okay, you see, it just because of the left outer margin, it just becomes the width enough just to accommodate the content of the div. Okay, but we go back to here, and if we add it back, so now it becomes what we actually gave it, the width 15 em. Okay, so what happens? Nothing that complex here, just the width and the height 100% makes it stretch all of the like from top to bottom of containing main, and the p with position absolute. For the p, the containing block is established by the div with position absolute. So p is positioned is the p is positioned with respect to the div. Okay, and the p is same here. So bottom 0, left 0. So bottom 0, left 0 um, makes it stick to this corner to left bottom corner, and what I also did, because this is P, I think by default it has those margins, or so I removed margins. So, but let's see what happens if we remove margin 0 on the P. Okay, you see this. I think it's added by the browser or something, like, I don't remember exactly, but this stuff happens with the P, but it doesn't happen with the div. Okay, so I just put it back, and basically, yeah, this is the simple example of what happens with children, or like descendants of absolutely positioned elements. Also, below the video you can find the good article, like, it's an old article, but it's a good explanation of the difference between descendant and ancestor elements, as well as what parent-child relationship means in the document tree. And but let's go back to that first example that I show. I already have the markup here, so I'm just gonna copy and paste. Let's see if it works. This is just a demonstration of the example from that article on positioning that I gave the link below the video. Okay, yeah, so whatever, like, if we just resize the browser window, you see it just sticks to those corners of the window, so it doesn't matter how wide or narrow the window becomes. And the way this is done, let's see the markup. So pretty straightforward markup and the rules here. So we just have our body, and 1, 2, 3, we have 4 divs, and each div contains another div inside it. So it's okay, the div, the class box, so it gives position absolute on this containing div, and gives it the width and the height. And then these rules with the ID box 1, 2, 3, 4, it just it positions each box in the respective corner of the browser window. So like, say if we say take box 1, so top 0 left 0, so this one goes to top left corner, then top 0 right 0, this is top right hand corner, and box 3 bottom 0 left 0, this is bottom left corner, and this is bottom right. So, and this class green is gives position absolute to this div which is inside, and just we gave it some offsets with height and just a background color. Okay, so this is what can be done with position absolute, but definitely it's not the most complex example. I just wanted to show that the purpose of this is just to show that the elements with position absolute, they establish position and context for their descendants and how it works. I hope it was helpful, and thank you for watching.